My name is RJ LaValle, and this is the Shipkeeper's Log. What the hell is that going to say? Here's a quick run. Well, here we are in lovely downtown Hartford on the Connecticut River. You might want to ask yourself, what does the shipkeeper have to do while the boat is just tied up along the dock doing attractions and all sorts of other stuff? Well, let me run you through a bunch of the stuff that I've had to do since the boat's been up here. That lovely manual bilge pump has been giving me a dog of a time. I just had to rebuild it today. I still haven't figured out how to turn this light on. Oh, and when you're pumping from brown river water, you do not want to look in the head. Of course, we have to do the daily checks of making sure hatches get open, but the interpreters were on deck every single day to actually introduce people to the boat. They've been kind enough to do that, so I don't have to be here every day. I've just been here once every 3 days or so. But again, when you're dealing with fresh water, your bilge starts to grow mushrooms. Yeah, that's all right. We don't have any right now. I've been pouring borate into the bilge water, which helps. Oh, one day, the fresh water pump finally decided to start working, and this fancy little thing started dripping water, and nobody knew that it was until the sink was halfway full. And the sink drain doesn't go anywhere, because when we finished doing all of the work on this brand new bulkhead that the shipwrights at Mystic Seaport did, we never hooked up the drain to the galley sink to the holding tank that's down underneath there. So it's a drain to nowhere. Okay, guess we're gonna fix that when we get back to Mystic. Every 3 days or so, I've been starting the engines, which has been pretty awesome. Actually, it kind of stinks because we have some issues with the engines. Oil pressure runs high on one of them. I'm trying to figure out why the exhaust is as dark as it is. I really need an engineer to actually look at this stuff. And then we also have the bilge here. Whoop. Yeah. There's some mycelium rocking down in there too. Mycelium being the little spores that lead to, yes, mushrooms. And since we're keeping the boat in the middle of a city, I'm really surprised it took this long, 3 weeks. But somebody fired that off last night. So there was fire extinguisher dust all over the place. I did miss some of it. I'll have to wipe that down because we're doing a fundraiser tomorrow, so gotta make sure to get that done. And last but not least, every so often I've got to pump the water that accumulates in our little chase boat. No, getting down here is never pretty. Man, that stuff got everywhere. stuff on the deck. Just gave it a deck wash with a fire hose. Now, just been letting the fire hose dry. Hauling it up above me with this line that we call a Gatlin. Gatlin being a line you just use to haul stuff around the deck, or use in any other way that you see fit. Tricky when it's this windy. Let me show you what I'm doing. In the world of sailing, there's a lot of stuff called flaking, so we're always flaking, maybe flaking out, but it is putting things away in such a way that when you need them, they come out really easily. So that's it. Quick run through of what we've been doing on the boat since she's been sitting up here in Hartford. We have 4 days before we go down the river, down to Middletown for 2 days. From there, it's down around the corner to New Haven for a week, I guess. And then all the way back to Mystic Seaport Museum, where the shipwrights there will start working on a few of the leaks that we have on the deck that really, if we don't fix those, then all the work they just did on that bulkhead that I showed you down below will all be for naught, as fresh water and wood do not go well together. That's about it. Catch you next time on the Shipkeeper's Log.